All right, so I'm here with Tyler and Dave from Theory of a Deadman. So you've been around for 10 years and 75% of the lineup has remained. What do you credit that to?
Well, 75%, I'm already confused with
3 out of
the
4.
math.
3 guys. Switch drummers. Everybody else there.
Right.
Basically, our drummers have spontaneously combusted a few times.
Yeah, it's tough to be in a band with 3 musicians and a drummer. It's always a problem.
He's not here.
He's not here. We're trying to make fun of him and he can't even hear us.
Yeah, we finally found a guy that was willing to put up with all of our abuse that we always give drummers. But we think we found a guy, Joe. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough. You know, for us, there's a certain personality to the band, and we spend so much time on the road that you're really spending 24 hours a day with these people. Yeah. So it's almost not about how good the drummer is, because it's so easy to find great musicians and drummers. They're everywhere. It's more about the personality. So we finally found a guy, Joe.
We just finally found somebody we can push around.
It's exactly what it is.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yeah. He hasn't figured out how to defend himself yet.
We finally found somebody that just didn't have anything better going on.
All right,
not yet.
Yeah.
So it's been, over 3 years since Scars and Souvenirs came out. Was there a lot of pressure from anybody or just on yourselves to follow up that success? Because there were like 9 singles from that album, I think?
There was like 14 singles, only 12.
Including the iTunes bonus track. Right?
12 songs on the record, 14 of them were singles.
Yeah. There was. This was actually, I think, the first time in our whole career we felt this much pressure. Well, it was good, though, because we've always managed to work well under the pressure. I think if you give us too much time, that's when we kind of like, And when we went into this record, the strategy with Howard Benson, who's done the last 3 of our records, was to go and do half a record, 7 songs, take some time off, write more, and then do the rest of the record. And we were just kind of like, I don't know, don't give us time off, because we'll just go home and won't write anything. It's exactly what would have happened. So we said no, and we literally, I think we ended up taking a week off because he had to go do a couple songs with another band he'd already booked, without telling us. He's fired. And so we just kind of went straight through, and I really think that was the key on this record, was just to get in there and just keep our heads down. And we think we made a great record, and I think even though our last record was really successful, I think this one is going to stand out for sure.
It's called The Truth Is ...
Right.
What does the title refer to? I mean, I know it's the name of a song as well, but...
The dots are very
significant.
Very metaphoric. Moon, I don't know. The truth is
that the truth is just the name of the record. There's no hidden meaning.
Dave was telling me after we named it that, you start hearing it all over the place. You always start hearing people on TV. Well, the truth is, like on those, like, you hear it on a Cialis commercial, the truth is 90% of men have erectile dysfunction. I'm like, the truth is, you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I guess we could invent something, but realistically, it's just, I guess the truth is that, each song has something to do with the truth. I guess it's more or less, this is probably, lyrically for me, probably a record that has the most truthful songs on it, the most honest for me.
With some of the songs, I mean, I'm thinking of songs like What Was I Thinking, for instance. Tyler, was it difficult to share, or did you ever hesitate to just put that out there? Because I hear that, and I mean, those sound like emotional, very honest songs.
Yeah, no, you know what? I got a friend of mine who's he's a singer in a band, and he just kind of started singing, and he said, dude, the hardest thing to do is write the lyrics, because it's like I got these great ideas, but I'm so nervous to like write about them, because it's like it's my personal stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's kind of like you write a song, and you're like, I wonder if everyone's gonna be like, dude, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, you put it all out there, and then it's like you get to read people's thoughts. Usually you keep that stuff secret.
Yeah, so it's our 4th record, so I'm comfortable with it now. People, the next record we'll have a song called Facebook. I love tweeting, because that's all people seem to care about nowadays. And I made dinner for all of our fans last night on Christmas. I don't know. Yeah, no, but it's a lot easier now than it was maybe in the beginning, because you didn't know how to really be honest. But nowadays it's like, no, I guess it's what I do. People can come into my life, feel what it's like to be inside my body.
Sucks.
I imagine it's cathartic to put put this music out, to create this music. Do you have any specific kind of goal in how it affects your fans, though?
Well, because it is cathartic for me, therapeutic, I guess. But the cool thing about writing is that once it leaves me, it becomes theirs. And that's the greatest thing about music is even with me and everyone else, we're still fans. Like, I'm still fans of songs, and I'll hear a song on the radio and be like, man, that's a really good song. And sometimes I'll hear a song back, man, those lyrics are the worst ever. Like, the guy has no idea what he's talking about. So it's cool because now my lyrics become their lyrics, and they can somehow
Interpret them.
Yeah, interpret and make it resemble their life in some way, somehow. Sometimes fans will say, you know, that song, whatever, so-and-so, is so exactly to a T my life right now, or I just broke up with my girlfriend and it's exactly what happened to me. And for me, I just kind of shrug my shoulders, go, oh, cool, man. Like,
dude, that song's about my dog.
Yeah, I invented that whole thing. I don't know. But that's what's great about music, is that, you know, once we record it and we put it in stores, it becomes theirs, and people can interpret it and make it theirs.
Awesome. If you don't mind, I want to ask you some questions about specific songs on the new album, which comes out tomorrow, July 12th.
Yeah.
First of all, I have to ask, The Bitch Came Back.
Yes.
Did you have to pay royalties on that? For
No.
using that tune, or is that public property?
It's public property.
Really?
It's public domain. We lucked out on that one.
Sounds like from 1870s or something like that.
Yeah, we had to actually hire some sort of forensic legal dude that went back and made sure that they said, yeah, the song was a public domain, it's over 100 years old, and it changed throughout the years, but there's been various people who have copied it, because obviously it's not called The Bitch Came Back. It was a children's song called The Cat Came Back, and so I put a spin on it, and of course turned it into a song about a chick. And I know Fred Penner did it, but yeah, he went and researched and found out, it's like, no, it's been covered quite a few times by different children's guys. Maybe we'll have Fred Penner come and sing on it.
That'd be awesome.
Come out on stage, everyone, Fred Penner! And
song's
it's
really
acoustic guitar.
for
The
the kids.
bitch came back, come on, kid.
It really is a song for the kids. So
It really is.
with, you know, since you put your spin on it. Before, I don't think it was appropriate. Cat came back. That's
well,
weird.
some people are dog people.
It was too open to interpretation before, I think.
Right,
I get
now-
it, really. Yeah.
Right.
This
So,
is for the dog people.
And we met Fred Penner. Remember, we met him like years ago.
Yeah, I do remember.
And he was like smoking a doob. I'm like, white dude, can we take a picture? And he was like, all right, god damn it.
no, are you kidding me now?
No, we met Fred Penner. Oh, yeah.
No, but the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't smoking a dude.
Okay, no, I didn't think so.
that's
No,
all.
one time I was traumatized. I don't know if you remember Polka Dot Door, the TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yes.
One time I went to the mall, I couldn't have been, I was probably under 6. Pokeroo smoking a cigarette through the hole in his neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
Is that
was
the one where they had, what's that, Mr. Bear? The kid, the people
Pokeroo,
that talk to
packing
like
a butt.
all the stuffed animals.
I don't know, I blocked it all out since that experience.
I was more
really.
into
Yeah.
Boomerang myself. That was a good show.
All right,
Or
cool.
Size Small Island. That was a good one too.
That's terrible.
A couple more questions about songs. Easy to Love You, was that
Yeah.
written in a totally different session at a totally different time than the rest of the songs?
No, but it, you know, it almost didn't make the record just because we'd be jamming it. Now it's like singing it, going, "This is a great song," but I don't know. It's just,
It's a song that almost feels like it's the most apart from the rest of the songs.
Yeah, it's like we had all this material and we had 2 songs on one different ends of the spectrum of the song called Drag Me to Hell, which was definitely our heaviest track, and a song called Easy to Love You, which is definitely the mushiest track, total wedding song. And I was like, I don't know, this is very ballady, and it was very country-esque. I had lap steel on it and stuff, but when it was done and mixed, it sounded so amazing, and it turned out that Joe, our drummer, was like, this is my favorite song. And I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's
It's an awesome song. So
definitely got to keep it on the record.
It was just funny listening to the album because that comes near the end. And while listening to it, I was thinking, wow, this is a beautiful love song. But given everything that had come before on the album, I was thinking,
Right.
oh, it's gonna turn out at the end of the song that he killed her.
Yeah, right.
It's
Easy to kill you and bury your body and roll you up in a carpet, throw you into the river.
That was Fred Penner's.
for the special edition.
That's it. And then Fred Penner will be on that one too.
One more song question, We Were Men. Is that an older song, or did you write that in the same time as all the other ones?
It was an older song. Good. Wow, good ear. Good
Thank
ear.
you.
It was never finished. I remember jamming it with Dave, actually. Me and Dave used to jam where one of us would play drums and one of us would just play the guitar, because usual, the drummer's OD'd or something. So usually Dave would be on drums and I'd be playing. And that was a song we had, it was quite a few years ago, and it just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. And then I remember telling Dave, like, remember the song We Were Men? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, we should finish that. And it was in the second half of the recording session. And the same thing, it just turned out so well. And that we're glad we kept it. Because we usually don't keep, old ideas usually just kind of like go away and we just don't
Yeah, that was a song I
rehash
had
them.
this feeling would just turn out really great, like the whole lyrical idea. It's also something a little different too. The lyrics are something maybe you haven't worked with before, but I always, I like those songs that lyrically seem to give you goosebumps almost when you listen to it, and that's one of those songs. Turned out so awesome. I'm really glad we worked on that one. That's actually my favorite, I think, from the record.
Now, I can't let any band who's toured with Motley Crue leave without answering this question. Do you have any crazy tour stories? The
We're
kind of stuff
leaving.
that left you say,
We're leaving.
come on, the kind of stuff that made you say, is
We
this
watched
really happening?
Tommy Lee burn his hand, third-degree burns from one of his firework parties. He was holding, it's not even a good story, he was holding a handful of sparklers, like those huge long sparklers. And I guess because they were all bundled together, when he lit the end, like the middle just like shot like a flaming sword right through his hand and just burned the crap out of his hand.
So weird.
Yeah, it was weird. And then he was gone for the next 4 weeks, not playing. He was just there drinking Jaeger.
Yeah, he'd come out with a microphone. What's up, guys? What's up? I'm Tommy. Hey, what's up?
You
No,
make it sound easy to be in Motley
they are,
Crue.
yeah. Well, they already, they were great guys. They were all actually really down to earth and became friends with all of them. But they always put Tommy Lee's dressing room right beside ours. And we figured out why pretty early on was because he would have a full club
Disco.
PA in his dressing room and it'd be like shaking our room. Yeah. And we come out of our dressing room and there'd be a lineup of all these sluts, easy women. Easy, yeah. And really he had this undressing room, so girls had to take up a piece of clothing to get inside. And so I'd go in there and take my shirt off, and he'd be like, "No, dudes, I'm sorry." And some of these opening bands would try to go in, and Tommy would be like, "Get out," because doesn't want a bunch of dudes, doesn't want a sausage party in there. But yeah, there was always a bunch of hot chicks
He needs a
outside.
ratio of like 12 to 1
Yeah.
going in there.
Especially what he's got packing. Yeah. But that was pretty fun. There was always a lot of hot chicks backstage waiting to get in Tommy's room. I don't know if they wanted anything to do with us. No idea.
Well, it's been 10 years, so maybe one day.
Maybe one day we'll have an undressing room instead of just a dressing room.
Possible. Everyone needs goals.
See, you gotta have goals, right?
We should just have like a shower. Chicks come in and they just shower.
Well, they have
Post
to
it on
shower.
our Facebook and Twitter.
Not getting with any of them until they've showered.
That's
It's
true.
nasty.
And we need some sort of, some antibiotics there as well.
Oh, man.
On that note,
No, Tyler, thanks so much for coming
Thanks,
in.
man.
Dave, great to meet you.
Thank you.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.